Fast and the Furious 9, the tech installment of the Fast and Furious franchise, and this is an interesting franchise to talk about because every time there's a new one, I kind of like to kind of go back on it and say to myself, how did we got here? Like, seriously. Like, the first film was all about, a bunch of police trying to bust these mechanics who are doing speed racing and trying to bust them and all that kind of stuff. But then we jump to now, and this franchise has turned into the same mechanics are now the biggest dangerous spies in the world, doing the most physics possible things. Your brain just like, how did we got here? Because in Fast and Furious 9, like, it's the one that kind of does test you the most, and it kind of shows with the response online with this film, which is it is going to test you the most over the whole how far is too far, how much physics do you really want? Do you want zero physics? Do you want essentially, like, there's a part where, don't worry, it's in the trailer, where all these guys are powering on him and locking him on. And he's able to pull these chains and wreck the entire place like he's the Incredible Hulk. Like, he's actually, like, it's like he actually is Groot. He's able to pull these chains and everything crumbles to the floor. You're like, come on. How much can you handle that? Or can you handle a certain element in the third act where it's a joke that we all made fun of, but we thought they would never do, but they did it, and now it's not a half far of a switch to think about, Donald Toretto next to a T-Rex. That's not crazy at all. That's a crazy... Nah, is that insane? That's too much for the franchise? Nah, they for a tank, remember? Yeah, they're for a tank, yeah. They're for a tank. Magnets, that's also that as well. I mean, this is like the most cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's a live action cartoon. You have, and it's heavily on it. Like, you have the macho lines. You have the crazy action, as I said. You have all these things. Like, all the acting, all the non-action scenes are essentially just just lines and ribbons to get to the next big set piece. They do try to have a little bit of humor. I mean, there's always humor in Fast and Furious, but a sense of heart and a little bit of drama into it. And I would lie, it worked. It worked in a flashback way, because in the villain of this movie is Donald Toretto's brother, and we get a sense of where was he for the rest of the series kind of thing. So we see flashbacks, and it works in that way, to the point your head's thinking, should they ever go back to that? Like, when they about to wrap this series up, should they try to do like a half and half, like, here's all the ridiculous seriousness, and then we go back, and then we kind of go back to the first film where it was kind of just all about speed racing. But it's weird. Like, the acting's fine. It is a time franchise that we're not expecting the greatest thespian acting in the world. There's certain things in the movie that make you go time out a bit with story-wise, like, here's the thing. One of the big things that they were pushing at is that Han is back in the movie. Han, who got killed in, he got killed off in Tokyo Drift, but then he got double killed off in Fast and Furious 7. 7 or 8, 6 or 7, depends which one you want to go for. And he comes back. And he's like, yeah, I'm back. I'm basically just here because clearly you guys have plans for me for the next movie, so you have to kind of find a way why I came back. And the reason he came back, I'm like, how he survived, I was like, wait, what? But how? How? I don't explain this. Like, seriously, explain still how. I don't completely get it. You got, villain turns and, people turning one thing, turning, their character to another character and into another character in like 1A, situations, and like, it's not the best whip. It's not going to be in the top 10 or top 5 films of the year, whatever. It's not going to be in the top anything of the year, but it's Fast and Furious. It is a movie, and I think they do it each time where you go and watch it and you're like, are you along with the ride or you're not? Is it a little bit, how far is too far for you? And that's what I think the film is kind of testing in that way. And did I like it? I liked it. I mean, it is a franchise that I don't visit as often. I kind of just see the movie in theaters and then kind of call it a day. Like, I probably watch it once and then like, okay, I'll see you when 10 comes out, or, the next Hobbs show or whatever. But